Hi everybody, this is CR number 11, the extended response helper video. It says you are selling PS4 games, which is what we're doing now because PS5 is here, on eBay for $40 per game. At the end of the first day, you have earned $600. How many games did you sell? All right, well, the first thing I like to do is write a let statement. Any time that I'm looking for something, I write a let statement, because the variable will represent something I'm looking for. So I'm going to start with let x, because that's going to be my variable, equal, and where do I find what x will be equal to? Well, I always find it, well, not always, but usually find it in this last sentence here, where it says, how many games did you sell? Well, that's what you're looking for, how many games. So when I go back to my text box up here, my let x statement will be the number, let me do a hashtag, the number of games sold. All right, so I have two different numbers. Let's take a look at them. I have this number here, which represents $40 that I am earning per game. I've also have my total earned of $600. Well, which one of these two numbers describes the number of games sold? Well, it would be the $40 per game, because the $40 describes how much people are paying per game. So that's why the 40 goes with the variable x, because for every game I sell x, I earn $40. So it would be $40 times the number of games sold will give me my earnings, which is actually $600. You guys all know how to solve a one-step equation. Well, these two numbers here, the 40 and the x, well, the x, I don't really know what that number is, are attached by multiplication. The opposite is division. And the reason why I'm dividing both sides by 40 is because I want the x value by itself. And 40 divided by 40 is a fancy form of 1. So I'm left with x. And x has to be equal to 600 divided by 40. All right, well, here we go. We have a little bit of long division. Not many people like to do this, including myself, but we are going to rock this out. 40 goes into 60 once, that's 40. And I'm writing really small so it fits. I subtract, I get 20, and I bring down my 0 here. So I have 40 goes into 200, and that's 5 times. So guess what? X is equal to 15. But if I want to know how to label that 15, my let statement tells me it's the number of games sold. So how many games did I sell? Well, 15 games. All right, that is the first part of my question. Now let's look at part 2. Let me circle that. Oh, there we go. Part 2 says you still have 15 games and gave away 2 FIFA games, 4 Madden games, and 1 Mario Kart game. How many games do you have left? Well, first of all of you should be thinking that if I start with 15 games and I'm giving games away, that operation should be subtraction. So I'm going to start with 15 games. I'm giving away 2 FIFA games. Well, that will give me a total of 13 games left. But then I go ahead and I give away 4 Madden games. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 4 now. That'll bring me down to 9 games left. Then it says I gave away 1 Mario Kart game. So I'm going to go ahead and take that 9 and subtract 1. And how many games do I have left? 8 games, and you should definitely say left, because that's what I still have in my stash that I might want to sell. So 8 games left. Okay, there we go. Now we have the last part right here. It says you took 5 games from your cousin last week. Oh boy, I owe my cousin 5 games. It says you owed her 5 games. Well, if I owe somebody something, guess what? That's a negative number. If I owe you money, I owe you $5, say, that would be a -5. So if I took 5 games from my cousin last week and I owe her 5 games, whoo, that's a negative number. After I give her the games back, how many do I have left? Okay, so look here. Let's circle, first of all, my number up here. I've got 8 games sitting up here in my stash of games. I owe my cousin 5 games. So how many games do I have left? Well, I have -5, the ones I owe her, plus the 8 games that I currently have in my stash will tell me that I still have 3 games left. That's all I have now that I can sell on eBay for 40 bucks a piece. And don't think I'm not doing it. 3 games left is how that would work. All right, you go try your extended response. Good luck.